Everything bagel. I'm not always 100% don't give a fuck on an everything bagel. In fact, I'm rarely 100% don't give a fuck on an everything bagel. One time I ordered an everything bagel and felt certain someone in line behind me was judging me for it. I just developed psychic powers this morning in time to perceive that one of the 15 other people in the bagel shop heard me order an everything bagel and thought to themselves, what a douchebag. And my psychic powers insisted they were right. By one time, I mean 5 minutes ago. Though it felt like 8 hours ago, because I'm high, which is probably why the psychic powers I don't have are bothering me. But they also make my breakfast taste better. Or maybe I'm just less likely to zone out and take the flavor of the Nova salmon cream cheese spread and the toasty texture of the everything bagel for granted. I'm paying attention to everything so hard that I'm also noticing things that probably aren't happening. The hardest part of being high at a bagel shop is figuring out your order in line before you make it to the register. Having too many bagels to choose from is one of those good problems, but I don't want to be that guy, holding up the line and keeping others from their breakfast out of sheer indecision. I wish I were back in Riverside, or Pasadena, whichever city had that cafe where there was never a long line and that guy put what was objectively way too many capers on my lox bagel, but I wasn't going to complain about it. I considered a jalapeno, an Asiago, but while eyeing the onion and garlic bagels, I figured those were best for a day home alone, or a day where I had a lot more breath mint on me. The hardest part of getting high at a bagel shop is getting sidetracked while looking at all the stuff you could eat, and the line keeps moving as you change your mind because you know you're not feeling anything sweet that morning, but then you see the cinnamon bagels, and the chocolate chip bagels, and the red freaking velvet bagels, and it's like, wait, do I want dessert for breakfast? And then, for the 5th time in 8 hours in line, you decide, no, I want lox, but lox is pricey. I'll settle for Nova salmon and be happy enough for now. For a second, I worry I've hurt the Nova salmon cream cheese spread's feelings, which is how I know I don't actually have psychic powers. When I'm high, it's like being a kid again, hiking through the woods, finding a fallen branch on the trail side out of all the possible walking sticks and thinking, dang, this stick is special, and taking that stick home with you. I get how the belief of animism could have developed in cultures where psychoactive substances were part of religious rites. I wonder if any practicing animists have ever been to a bagel shop. My bagel arrives in separate halves. Putting them together would mean I'd have to open my mouth wider, and that makes me self-conscious. I start with the bottom half because it's closer instead. Notice that after the first bite that is plain. All the spread is on the top half. Shit! If I put the bagel halves together now, everyone in the shop will know I fucked up. Gotta commit to the bit. Gotta continue biting. Can't let any of these total strangers who are preoccupied with their own lives know that I have no idea what I'm doing. And breakfast bagels perplex me. I drove my aunt to LAX earlier. Listened to Pink Floyd's Welcome to the Machine on the rush hour drive back. Wanted food and relaxation after. Stopped at the bagel shop for breakfast. Got high in the parking lot. Fuck capitalism. Fuck the monumental clusterfucking conundrum of this post-industrial, earth-murdering, greed-greased excuse of a civilization, I thought to myself. Before going inside and considering whether or not I've done enough with my life that morning to deserve lox on my bagel in this economy.
Oh my God.
An unadorned everything bagel tastes pretty good on its own, I remember. I'm paying attention to everything. Onion flakes, sesame seeds, garlic flakes, poppy seeds, the chunky rocks of kosher salt. How I crunch the multi-textured mass of it and it pops with savory breakfasty flavor. It's a prelude to the half with the spread, which is all of the above plus chunks of cold smoked salmon swimming in cream cheese. I tell myself that chewing always sounds louder in your head. There's music and conversation and an espresso machine drowning out whatever noises I'm making. I verify my mouth is closed. I shut out the rest of the world and enjoy my breakfast.